Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Getting Digi with It. So at the beginning of the month, I posted a short article on the 9 elements of digital citizenship. And I thought let's just do a short video just to recap this article briefly and give some practical examples to this. So first off, our first element's access. As we know, this element is purely about anyone is given the right to obtain digital technology such as a smartphone, computer, tablets. They're not entitled to it. So an example of this would be that everyone in South Africa has access to network providers such as MTN, Vodacom, Cell C, and many others. But a person has to pay to get the access. So an example of this would be to get a contract through Vodacom, and in this contract you can also get your digital technology such as a smartphone, and you'll pay a certain fee a month to have access to the phone and Vodacom's network provider. Now everyone has the right to gain access to this, but no one's entitled to it. So no one can just go there and claim it for free. So that is what access is that it's our duty as a digital citizen to make sure that no one is denied access. Second element is commerce. So digital commerce refers to something that has grown immensely over the past few years. So online shopping is probably a perfect example for this. I mean, if you ever look at it, it has become a part of our daily lives. It is changing the way we shop and the way we consume marketing and advertising. So examples of digital commerce: Amazon, Take-A-Lot. These are all e-commerce websites, but other ones you'll get is any shopping online. So it can be doing your grocery shopping on the Woolworths online shopping website, or looking online to get shoes. So in the third element, communication. So together with all new forms of digital technology came the development of the cell phone. So this was one of the first ways of communication that in South Africa, where it kind of became more social, which was Mixit. So this is like the early development of what we know as WhatsApp. So previously you had to put a number in on the phone and call a person, but then Mixit came, you could just drop a text to someone, a SMS as well. But so obviously with the evolution, WhatsApp now has become integrated in our lives completely, especially in South Africa. We cannot survive. We are on WhatsApp 24/7 and is now being integrated into business. So in most cases, we need to know how to operate these new forms of technology safely. Another example of communication is through email. So as we know, the running joke of the Nigerian princes that are trying to give you money, it's scams, and it can slowly develop, and new laws coming into place, which we'll discuss in another element, about how to protect yourselves. Element 4, we talk about literacy. So when most of us were younger and in primary school, most of us probably had a basic IT class where we learned how to use computers and how to use the online platform. So this way we started to learn about the world encapsulated within digital media and technology. This was a huge step in the right direction, but not nearly where we need to be. As new technologies are introduced in schools and in the workplace, we need to take it upon ourselves to teach others how to appropriately use these products on a continual basis. So an example of this is, obviously we know most of us have grown up with technology constantly. There's a lot of people that kind of, stay back a bit from technology. So during our time growing up, me being 22, I only really got a phone at say 13, 14, but I knew about it. Whereas nowadays, kids are having it from the youngest of ages. So like 5-year-olds have got cell phones now and are playing games on it. So we need to teach the children how to use them safely. Element 5 is etiquette. So what is this? This is how we conduct ourselves on the digital platforms. Everyone has the right to freedom of speech, although we as a digital citizen need to know where we draw the line exactly between freedom of speech and hate speech. So we've all encountered a situation on social media through like Facebook or Twitter, and some of the websites and blog platforms might have rules and regulations in place to keep characters like this from expressing themselves inappropriately, but it's sadly not enough. So we as digital citizens need to take it upon ourselves to teach the basic rules of etiquette to everyone, especially those that are younger and less aware of the harm that a post may cause. So obviously, with elections happening this year, people post their views online as to who to vote, and sometimes people will misread uh, comments or misread the actual post itself. This is where emojis have come in over time and helped, portray feelings and like if it's a joke, add a laughing emoji. But when there's no emoji posted, you don't know what the meaning is behind a message that can be posted online. And this is where we need to teach people the etiquette of posting and what to know, what is okay to say and where we need to draw the line and say no, this is becoming hate speech. Element 6, so this is digital law. So this is obviously where we deal with the ethics of technology that is used within society, and this can be people downloading music or movies illegally through Pirate Bay, for example, or a little throwback to LimeWire, if any of you guys know that. But aside from the rules and regulations, there are certain laws that we as users need to be aware of when making use of the internet. Things such as unethical hacking and downloading pirate files are a big issue within the society, and we're all guilty of it. We all download free music. No one wants to pay $1 for a song, but we do need to know where the laws are. There are laws in place to help prevent this. Element, element 7 is the rights and responsibilities. So, as I spoke about in etiquette, the freedom of speech, there is something that every digital citizen has the right to. With these rights, of course, come responsibilities. That's a little quote on Spider-Man there. We need to take responsibility for how we act and communicate online. Everything that we say has an effect on another person's life. This can be an example of cyberbullying, or just rude comments, or just an unnecessary comment on an Instagram post that will affect the person. It could also be a positive comment. They'll affect their life in a positive way. In order for everyone to have safe time online, we as users are left with the responsibility as to how these rights will be defined and regulated. The eighth element, health and safety. So you would think health and safety issues would need to be addressed, but this is an issue such as high safety, repetitive stress syndrome, and also psychological issues that have been caused through overusage of technology, and these can be serious factors. So we live in a day and age where binge watching your favorite series on Netflix has basically become an accepted pastime activity. But it's best to follow a balanced lifestyle, to get outside and do something. There's lots of studies have shown that it can be unhealthy to sit on your devices all day long. You need to go outside, get some fresh air, and just get away from technology. Otherwise, before you know it, you'll end up with some serious side effects. Not to mention your social life will dissipate. Now we come to the final element, security. So this is by far the most important element, and I cannot stress enough about it. Same way we experience crime on a daily basis here in South Africa and around the world, same thing happens when we're online. Because there are characters who feel the need to steal information from others, we need proper passwords, antivirus softwares, anti-malware programs in place to protect our own information and our work. It's obviously not enough for us to just trust one another to keep information safe. I mean, just look at the whole instance of the Facebook scandal last year where they were selling our information without our knowledge. Not to mention the time when everyone who owned a webcam, had to tape it closed because they were afraid the FBI was spying on them. But all in all, everyone, all of these elements summarize what it is to be a digital citizen. And once again, we must do what we can to help others become aware of the issues that arise on the internet and help them be safe and enjoy their time online. Alright guys, thanks for getting digi with it, and I hope you all have learned a little bit more about the 9 elements of a digital citizen.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.